and sports with Brad Dalton.
Fancy cars, huge houses, the rewards for those working in a multi-billion-dollar industry, all paid for by you. Investigators with the U.S. Justice Department say high-profile credit card thieves can make millions of dollars a year. It's even big business for thieves in North Florida and South Georgia. And all the thieves need is this, and getting this and using it is a lot easier than you may think. You're watching cell phone video of a WTXL station employee shopping at a local Tallahassee store, putting a few items into a cart, then checking out. With a quick swipe of the debit card, purchase is done. At another store now, same thing, a few items purchased with the same debit card. And once more, with another employee now making purchases at yet a third store with the same debit card. Between the three stores, about $70 in purchases. But here's the thing, the debit card our employees were using to make all these purchases, it's not theirs. And with all the stores we visited, they never needed a PIN code and they were never asked for ID.
It's one of the biggest things that we work.
Detective Dave Teams is with the Leon County Sheriff's Office. He says credit card theft is a big problem for law enforcement in our area. He says in part because personal information and debit credit cards themselves can be easily stolen.
We do see a lot of local burglaries where the first thing that happens overnight, someone breaks into a car, they go and immediately try to use the card as quickly as possible.
Detective Team says credit card thieves are first going to try to make a small purchase. If that works, they'll go back and try to buy more expensive items they can then sell on the streets. In one case,
numerous cards were taken, and the first thing they did was run to Walmart at 2 in the morning and buy 3 PlayStations and some TVs that they can then turn around and sell on Craigslist or eBay or even on the streets to try and make quick money off of it.
Keep in mind, the thieves in this case used debit cards they stole, and like in our experiment, the thieves were never asked for a PIN code or an ID. Now you may be thinking the logical solution is to have businesses ask consumers for identification, but businesses don't do that because of the policy set forth by the major credit card companies, including Visa and MasterCard. We reached out to Visa and MasterCard, who both confirm it is their policy that a merchant must not refuse to complete a transaction solely because a cardholder refuses to provide additional identification. In written statements to WTXL, both Visa and MasterCard say the policies are designed to protect your personal information. Both companies also adding that should your card ever be stolen, you'd be protected from charges. But ultimately, you may still end up paying the price for credit card fraud.
Yeah, we all lose.
John Fleming is Director of Communications for Florida Retail Association, a trade organization that represents small and large retailers in Florida.
Depending on where the fraud occurs, the loss is going to occur at the bank level, it could at the card issuing level. In the worst cases, the merchant is going to have to eat the cost if they're not able to challenge the transaction. So ultimately, the consumer pays.
Fleming says retailers are working with law enforcement to try to keep an eye on credit card theft and find ways to cut down on it. One way businesses can do that, he says, is compare customer signatures. Now, as for the issue at large, seems to be no clear-cut answer. There are no laws on the books in Florida or Georgia requiring anyone really to do anything. For consumers, all agree, keep a close eye on your account and report anything out of the ordinary. If you are the victim of credit card fraud, you can find resources to help you from the Leon County Sheriff's Office. We've posted that along with statements from the stores we visited up on our website, WTXL.tv. Cass?